Now, we all know Samoans are no strangers to this business.
From the Isle of Samoa!
And the first ever in our family to become WWE champion was our uncle, Yokozuna.
He's a tremendous athlete. Oh my God.
We didn't have to groom him. He was already ready.
It is an understatement to say he has made quite an impression.
Unbelievable! Wow!
They don't come along every day like Yoko.
Ladies and gentlemen, WWF champion Yokozuna.
This guy's awesome.
When you look at him, you see no pity, you see no fear, and you see no compassion.
Definitely one of the greatest big men ever.
But he had that demon. It's hard to talk about.
Yokozuna, what do you eat for breakfast?
Let's say more than you do.
He would never tell you that he's hurt. He would do everything with a smile and continue on.
Stand-up guy, give you the shirt off his back. If you were friends with Yoko, Yoko loved you, you were family.
You appreciate that. That's the people that you love.
This was the Yokozuna that people didn't know. Rodney Anoa'i.
Could this be a little Zuna?
It could be. It's a real little Zuna if it is.
I miss that motherfucker, man.
Growing up, Rod was a special person. I always looked up to him. You know, I knew that I was always protected. He was the oldest, so there was a lot of responsibility he had to take care of us too when my parents were working. So Rod, he always wanted to take care of everybody.
Where Rod grew up in L.A., it was a rough neighborhood, man. There's a lot of gangbangers back in the day, the Bloods, the Crips, blah, blah, blah. But for him, you know, he comes from a father that was in the service in the Marines. And his father, he didn't play, man. If Rod stepped out what he wasn't supposed to be doing, you can rest assured he'd get his ass whooped by his dad. But in a good way, Samoan way.
He's always been a good kid, but my parents didn't know that, you know, he was skipping classes. You know, probably to some people, him skipping class wasn't, you know, a huge thing. You know, everybody does it, everybody's kids does it, but to my parents, it was a lot. Education was important to my parents, so, you know, Rod violated that. You know, it got all the way to the month of graduation when they found out he wasn't going to graduate from high school. He wasn't like one of those troubled kids, but my dad didn't want him sitting around not doing anything with his life either. So, you know, that's how he ended up with my uncles.
Here come the Wild Samoans heading out into this filled Madison Square Garden. Capacity crowd on their feet, giving a welcome to the Wild Samoans.
We just want to make money. We just want to beat people up and go home and be happy with my children.
We train him in my backyard. And I told these kids, you gotta work your butt off. We train them to be respectful, train them to pay their dues and respect the business, and we'll open the door for you, but you have to do your job. So we were rough on them, you know.
This is how the game is, you know, you got to lay them in. By doing it, you gotta sweat. You gotta get in there and sweat.
They were like hard on us, but it was the funnest part of our lives.
All together with that hunger in the ring to make it. Imitating the old man, Alpha and Sika, my dad and my uncle. It was awesome.
And we all became very, very close. Uncle Alpha and Sika no longer became Uncle Alpha and Sika. They were like father figures to us. Especially if we're coming and living together during the time, they were like our dads.
My parents would talk with my uncles a lot, you know, to see how Rod was doing and making sure he doesn't get out of line. And if he didn't like it, then he can always come back home.
But he loved, when I say, listen here, man, when I say Rodney loved professional wrestling, he loved professional wrestling. And he was one of the hardest workers during the time when we're all training. You know, I would think he's tired because he's the bigger one from us. He never quit. He wanted to keep going, and he wanted to be the best at it.
Now, I'd like to go to the ring for this next match, featuring the brother team of Kendall and Barry Windham against the Great Coquina and Jimmy Bachman.
He started the independent circles as Coquina Maximus.
Impressive, impressive wrestler. This guy goes about 375 pounds.
And for as big as Rod was, he was a natural.
And he's nasty, and he's mean, and he's everything that the Windhams don't want to see on a Saturday night.
And I think, you know, as he kept going,
Coquina Maximus!
You tend to see the birth of this big kid, you know, moving around lightning speed like that.
Look at this! Oh! I knew that he's very smart, he's very athletic, and with the proper discipline, we know that he could do it.
It's over.
I was very proud of him. I was proud that, you know, my brother wanted to do this.
The greatest man that God ever created. Take a look at him. What purpose?
He was accomplishing something with his life, and, you know, we were all proud of him.
He was a great dad. As a father, he was one of the best. But the pressure was on.
To be a dad, and then, like, all he knew was wrestling at the time. So he knew that this was gonna be the avenue that he was gonna, you know, need to take care of his kids.
And so the Wild Samoans, you know, being family, they went to Vince and said, I got this big guy, really big guy. And at the time, we liked really big guys.
So I had taken a trip and saw Coquina and thought, wow. Oh! This guy has it. He was still very young, but he had it. He moved like a 200-pounder.
is so fast. I mean, fast for a big man. He is just... Oh!
Amazing.
Oh, man! Wow!
We asked Rodney to come in and do a tryout, and how could you not be impressed?
Rodney's goal was to hit the big show of WWE. That's where he wanted to go. We all wanted to go there. And when that time came, when that call came from Vince McMahon, it was him and Big Sam to go in as the head shrinkers.
We were going to do the tag team situation, wanted to be the Samoans, but they was going to call us the head shrinkers. But he ended up getting cut on the leg, and it got infected, and he couldn't make the debut.
And this is where I jumped in, and I came in, I teamed up with Big Sam.
Head Shrinker. Get a load of the Shrinkers, would you?
It must have been God sent for him to get hurt, because him got hurt opened the door for me, gave me a job with Big Sam, and Vince liked what he seen as a head shrinker.
Both hovering around that 300-pound mark, and I understand that one of the family members is well over the 450-pound mark, and we'll be seeing him, I understand, in the very near future.
Then when Rod was ready, they brought him up, and he never looked back again.
Welcome to an exciting evening with the Superstars. At 400 pounds, Coquina!
Initially, he was Coquina the Wild Samoan, the Giant Coquina. He was Coquina Maximus. You know, all the above.
Coquina Maximus. The character was, I don't even think it was a character. Long hair, just black tights. Back in the day, I think he borrowed Uncle Sika's tights, and he just put Coquina on the side of it.
And that wasn't working.
How much does this man weigh? How much does he speak English?
So we knew that we wanted to do something with him.
And Vince comes to me and he says, see that kid over there, Rodney? I said, yeah, what a talent. He said, yeah, I know, but I got 7 Samoans now. What am I gonna do with him? So my wheels started spinning. Sumo wrestler.
I went, oof, I bet that would work. So he's a big sumo giant as we went forward, you know. He's just so massive, you would think that he's going to crush this guy and crush that guy.
He says, put his hair in a bun, you know, like one of those sumo wrestlers. The name Yokozuna came from the #1 sumo wrestler was the Yokozuna. So we had the greatest of all, the Yokozuna.
Get ready for defeat with agony.
When we found out that Rod's gonna be, you know, like Japanese sumo character, it wasn't nothing big to us.
It was like the first time I really saw one of my family members be depicted larger than life outside of being a Polynesian savage, essentially. So it was really cool to see one of our family members step outside of the box.
And I think that we were that confident in our work from our training, from our uncles, that any character you threw on the Samoan dynasty will make that character come alive. So we're gonna make this work.
And what better person to have than Mr. Fuji, that's been wrestling since the 1960s, to manage Yokozuna. And not just to manage Yokozuna, like a mentor to teach him about the business.
We felt that the presentation of Mr. Fuji would help with Yokozuna. And the rest, you know, is history.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji from the Polynesian Islands, weighing 505 pounds, Yokozuna!
Yoko took off the robe the first time that he appeared in the gimmick.
Look at the size of this man. Very, very, very impressive.
It was an oh my God gasp.
505 pounds.
That's your holy shit moment. Kind of the aha. We've got it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no.
When he first came in, he was truly amazing.
Yokozuna! Oh, wow.
I'd never seen anything like it.
The way that guy can move, he was incredible. He was a big man, but he was an awesome big man.
It is an understatement to say he has made quite an impression. Yokozuna.
He walked out, it was like a stegosaurus walking out to the ring. It's like, holy shit, look at this guy, you know.
As a fan, I was just like, wow. Like, I love seeing the big guy. He represented me.
He was amazingly agile. Yeah, oh, he would tear it down.
Yokozuna, that's all I can think about right now.
There's about to be an earthquake here in New York City.
Oh, no.
I'll never forget, it was in Baltimore or something like that. Vince was standing there. We're watching Rodney work. And I turned to Vince and I go, please, please, let me work with him.
Jordan is down. What a suplex. Now that's an impressive move.
Because at this point, I had some real doozies for opponents, and they were pretty limited. And I wanted somebody that could go.
Oh, no. That's unbelievable. I like it. Wow.
He came along when the WWE desperately needed a monster heel, like a big, giant heel like King Kong Bundy or Abdul the Butcher.
Harsh has fallen over this crowd. Duggan is not moving.
Get this man away. Get him out of here. Is there no dignity whatsoever?
Most fans recognize that not too many guys are gonna mess with a guy like Yokozuna. That's what you could see coming out of him. That was the aura of him.
Kind of like Andre the Giant in a way. Yokozuna became an attraction immediately.
Just waiting to see the big guys like Yokozuna coming out to wrestle, maybe cause an earthquake.
And the arena just reacted to every single thing Yoko did.
So Vince saw money. He saw money in Rod. And Vince has always had a great relationship with our family.
Well, this is special Afa Sika cooking. This is tag team championship cooking.
There was a relationship with Vince and Afa Sika when he was a younger guy. There was probably a respect that went out to those guys. A fair respect, too, that was well earned.
The Samoans are referred to as the toughest tag team combination in pro wrestling today.
Because they were real, Appa and Sika. I think Vince loved the Anoa'i family is because not only that we are real, we're loyal. So Vince had a lot of faith in Rodney.
From a trust standpoint, that was easy. From a performance standpoint, that was easy.
Oh, my goodness.
Vince knew what he had. You know, he had a rare killer heel.
Oh, no!
But Yokozuna backstage was totally different than what the fans saw on TV. He seemed like he was always in a good mood. When you look at somebody that has this massive amount of size and you know how difficult life can be just getting around, it might not always be fun, but he seemed always happy.
You know, what I remember most was that how much fun he was in the dressing room. He'd have the music going, he'd be singing in the shower.
He used to love, you know, listening to NWA, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Ice Cube, you know, the West Coast, you know.
And he's always have a pen and paper in his hand, always. I thought he was writing out the match or something. He goes, I'm not writing out no match, I'm writing out my rhyme.
Watching Yokozuna eat was a sight in and of itself.
We have a steak and shrimp for 10 people with a huge amount of rice too.
We did a video one time with Yokozuna at a steakhouse with the chef cooking up steak and lobster and shrimp and everything for him.
I noticed you cut up 2 steaks for Yokozuna.
And boats of sushi.
Oh, look at this. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
We cooked enough food, no kidding, for probably 20 people. And Yoko...
Oh, my word.
He ate the whole thing.
Where's all the sushi you guys ate, man?
Hey, you ate all the sushi.
You ate them all.
You guys ate all the damn sushi. You took it back.
Ate every single one of them.
He was just a bundle of joy. Let's put it that way. He was a bundle of joy. He was always laughing, having a good time. But when that bell rang, it was action. You know, he was Yokozuna.
Welcome to Sacramento, California. Welcome to the Arco Arena. Welcome to the Royal Rumble.
That night, he's being given an opportunity to see if he's able to do this.
Let it be known that the winner of today's Royal Rumble will meet the World Wrestling Federation champion at WrestleMania in the famed Caesars Palace Stadium. And now, let the games begin.
I knew how much it meant to him, you know, to get the opportunity and the trust from the company that the big man can carry the ball.
That's basically what they did to Yoko. They gave him the ball and he ran with it.
We're down to 2. Yokozuna for the Macho Man Randy Savage. One of them will become the challenger at WrestleMania 9. Bonzo! Oh, look out! He's coming out over there. Savage still got something left. He's down. Yokozuna's down. Savage with the elbow. Pinfalls don't count. Oh, there we go. He's drawn out from the floor.
Here is your winner of the Royal Rumble, Yokozuna!
Yokozuna on his way to WrestleMania 9.
As we approach WrestleMania 9, Bret the Hitman Hart defending the World Wrestling Federation Championship against the massive Yokozuna.
Yokozuna from introduction to get to that point. I think it was a kind of a hell of a fairy tale ride for Yoko. And Yoko kind of went through it even keel, but there was a bit of that kid from Kansas in New York City, a little bit awestruck and looking around going, wow, I'm here. I don't think that he saw himself doing that.
The Daily News wants to wrestle you.
Being in the main event at WrestleMania 9, that's the granddaddy. That's everything.
That day, it was a huge day for our family. You know, the love of Yoko, just to, you know, see everybody fly in from all over just to come support him being the main event at WrestleMania. We must be 200 strong, my man.
Our whole family was there. Everybody was there. It was in Vegas. Half our family, I think, stayed there and never left.
Oh, this is going to be nice.
We were excited. And him main event, it was what?
So much happening here at WrestleMania at Caesars Palace. And of course, the big one we're looking forward to features the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bret the Hitman Hart, squaring off against the 505-pound challenger from Japan, Yokozuna.
To me, that was like the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Outside, Caesar Palace, like, man, it was like larger than life. It was like a Super Bowl for us. It was bigger than the Super Bowl for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the challenger, weighing 505 pounds, Yokozuna.
Me, as an uncle, it was a proud moment for me.
Yokozuna versus Bret the Hitman Hart. What's at stake? The World Wrestling Federation Championship belt. Brother, that's everything.
The eclipse of execution. Ready drop kick. Takes the big man back into the corner.
The memories of that Mania and seeing him in that ring, there's something that just like it's creating endorphins and stuff. Like it's making me feel really good.
Oh, center ran right through Hart.
You could feel the energy, and Rodney was the man.
Clothesline by Yokozuna.
The match with Rodney, we had Part A and Part B.
And the martial arts kick.
And Part A was, if you watch the match, was pretty good. But Yoko, for whatever reason, I'll never know, I think maybe because he ran out of gas, completely edited out the second part of the match.
And a slam by Yokozuna for the ropes, and
we went right from end of Part A to the finish.
And he got it this time down.
And that's why Mr. Fuji wasn't ready with the powder. And I can tell you it was so hard to hold Yoko's legs in that sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Yes, he got it. He's got it.
I don't believe it.
And wait for Mr. Fuji to get the powder out.
He's got the sharpshooter. He's finding the sharpshooter right now. Mr. Fuji. Fuji, what's he doing?
Man.
He threw something right in his eyes.
Look at this.
Yokozuna.
We've got a new champion. Yokozuna's done it. Yes, he's a national champion now.
When Rodney won, you could feel the energy and like just how happy and proud we were of him. And then here he comes.
What? Hulk Hogan here.
Well, first of all, going into WrestleMania 9, the plan was for Yokozuna to be our champion for the immediate future. That changed the weekend of WrestleMania.
The night before WrestleMania, they told me that, so this is what we're gonna do.
Okay, my Yokozuna is your challenge. We will put on the new heavyweight belt on the line right now. If you come in the ring right now, and that's my Yokozuna. Come on.
I mean, I felt like putting my finger down my throat.
To the best of my recollection, I
knew that I was leaving. I can't remember what I was doing, if I was going to go do a movie or Thunder in Paradise. But I talked Vince into, hey, man, you know, what's the finish in the main event? He kind of told me what it was, and I said, well, brother, if I go out and help Bret Hart, this, that, and the other. Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna. You could book us to the next pay-per-view, whatever it was. So it was my harebrained idea, and it caused quite a controversy.
At that point, I think wrestling had changed from Hulk Hogan and the muscle men wrestlers of the 80s. And I thought things were heading in the right direction, pushing newer, younger stars. But suddenly it was the Hulk Hogan show again.
It was like one of those audible Wild Wild West type situations, you know?
Also, the reasoning was because of the international tour that we had coming up. This was going to be Hulk's kind of farewell tour in a lot of respects. So we felt that it would be better to have Hulk as the champion. Hindsight.
I think as far as Yoko went,
What?
I don't think he was overjoyed by it. At the same time, I don't think nobody minds being champion even for 30 seconds.
At that point in Yokozuna's career, first of all, he was happy to be the champion for a minute. Second of all, he was happy to be programmed with Hulk Hogan, going all over the world. So Yoko was happy either way you looked at it.
We're here to see Hulk Hogan whoop up on Yokozuna! Yeah!
Hulk is #1. He's going to kill Yokozuna. Yokozuna, you going down!
We are live in the sold-out Nutter Center from the heartland of America, Dayton, Ohio, where the World Wrestling Federation versus the first ever King of the Ring, Hulk Hogan, defends the WWF title, Macho Man, tonight against Yokozuna. Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Ross, along with Macho Man Randy Savage.
The trust level was there. I don't think that Vince would have given that opportunity to Rod or anybody if Vince didn't trust the person, knew that he can handle the pressure. Like he knew that this whole thing is riding on his back.
We are here. It is time. The talking is over. All the marbles on the line.
When we went out, we didn't even walk up and the place was already electric. You know, it's like we dropped a bomb in the ring. We didn't even do anything except stare at each other.
Yokozuna, the mystique of him is unbelievable. Everywhere I go, they talk about him. They feel that he should possibly be the World Wrestling Federation champion. We'll find out right now.
Look at Vince.
He took that responsibility.
Hulkamania is alive and well in Dayton, Ohio.
Say goodnight to Yokozuna.
With the utmost respect. And he wanted to make sure that everything was the way that it's supposed to be.
They gotta get that photographer down. That's a dangerous place to be. Oh my God, what was that? His camera exploded. What? Right in Hogan's face. His camera exploded in Hogan's face. Yokozuna drops a leg on Hogan. Yokozuna on the leg up. Yokozuna.
The winner of this bout and new World Wrestling Federation champion,
do. Yokozuna wants to add insult to injury.
He wants to end Hogan's career.
He wants to kill Hulkamania.
Yokozuna has squashed Hulkamania.
Hulkamania is dead.
To work with him, you know, it was just a pleasure. And hopefully it gave him a platform to get to the next level. But he was already ready, you know, for the spot.
It was another moment that touches my heart. How proud I am to see one of our kids was blessed for this opportunity.
That was an enormous accomplishment for anyone, but for a family, it was like, wow, I can't believe this. One of ours made it to the very top, and they were so prideful.
And it brings me back to what we have always drilling them about hardworking. You know, nothing's going to hand it to you. And that's what happened. He was blessed to be given the championship.
Yokozuna, obviously, to me, is a grand champion.
I know when he became champion, he broke down. He was just happy. You know, he made it.
I mean, that was it. For him to beat Hogan that way, when you beat the Golden Goose, right, and you beat him in that fashion, that means you've arrived.
All right, here is Yokozuna and his advisor, Jim Cornette.
I mean, that sent him on his way, man.
From there on, he became the big star that he was.
In this industry, there's a lot of jealousy. And when certain people get that push where some of the boys don't feel they deserve to get that push, you know, there's people that, you know, get upset about that.
But I don't think that there were any other talent that were bitter with Yokozuna because Yoko came from a wrestling family. He had the legacy, and Yoko wasn't the type of person to rub it in anyone's face. Yoko took it as it came, was very humble, and worked his ass off to get to that point.
At the same time, I think everybody kind of loved him for being, you know, a good guy.
The thing that I really liked about Yoke was he was so easygoing, laid back, cool in the gang. There's not a guy on the crew that did not like him. There's not a guy on the crew that didn't respect him.
Everybody loved this guy because Ronnie was that type of dude. He didn't care who you was. If you was around there, I mean, he talked to the janitor in the building. He talked to people that work in the building. He's a nice dude.
Great guy, not a good guy, a great guy. Just a massive human being with a big heart.
He heard this conversation in where some of the guys tried to get me fired. And he get up, went straight to them and tell them why you want Savio Vega fired, when the only thing he's doing is bringing food to his house. And he went off on those guys. I said, man, thank you. You appreciate that. That's people that you love. Ooh, goosebumps. Yeah.
Initially, before I really got to know him, it was just somebody I wanted to work with because I knew I could have really great matches with him. And then we become friends, and he was just an awesome dude. Some of the best times of my life were running with Rodney, just one of my nearest and dearest friends.
He wasn't overwhelming. He wasn't like full of himself as a lot of the good ones are. He was just one of the boys.
And this guy never changed, man. He was still the same cat, you know, from back when we first walked in through the doors. He was so level-headed, so humble, so grateful, so thankful. This big, mega superstar in the industry never let the industry change him. He took his platform and he shared and he helped people that he loved. He helped people that were in need. Everybody. When I say, I'm talking about our whole clan. Everything changed for everybody because of Yoko. Because of Yoko.
When he was making the money, he just wanted to make sure everybody was always taken care of. He would always pay for everything out of love.
He shared his blessings. He was one of the few that I know that sent out Christmas cards with money in it. All the family. There's a lot of us.
He would come over to the house. My dad would always be like, hey, Uncle Rodney's coming through. You know, make sure you make his bed. Always bring him coffee. That's $100. Hey, he would give us 100.
Back in the day when I was a head shrinker, Yoko was making a lot of money. And we were kind of doing so-so, you know. I just moved into this home, pretty much dumped everything that I had into this home. And I needed heat in my home. I had no money, and Rod, he gave me a blank check, and he signed it. And I came home and put a new system in the home. My family and my kids, we had heat in the house. And he was around, you know, when times are hard for me. He was a brother that I could truly call a brother, Uso. That, you know, during the times where I needed help, that Rodney Anoa'i, not Yokozuna, Rodney Anoa'i, was there for Junior Fatu. There were hard times and bad times. I know Rodney's going to always be there for me. And I'll forever love him for that. Sorry.
That was Rod, you know, money was never an issue to him. You know, he could have maybe saved it a little bit more. but, you know, that was him. He gave.
That's culture, you know, that's just the way the island people are. I think that's the way we were raised.
To sum it up with our family, the Anoa'i family and the Fatus, we're tight. Not only in our family, but the culture itself, it's strong in faith, strong in religion, it's strong in family, it's strong in respect, it's strong in pride. Once you are taught these values of Samoan culture, you know, you carry it with you through the rest of your life. And you pass it on to your kids and your family as well.
He was a really good dad. That's all he ever wanted to do was just make sure his kids were okay. He was fun. It was always special when he'd be home.
That's another thing that we teach them. Leave your character on the road when you come home. When you come home, you become dad. It's never Yokozuna, it's always dad.
He was awesome. He really was my best friend.
When he couldn't drop us off at school, he was in the limo. All the kids were like, oh, who's this, who's this? It was a little too much, but then it was like, man, you know, that's how Pops was.
When Rodney come home, he was that Rodney, the Rodney that we know. The nice, caring, giving father. But when it came time to be Yokozuna, that's where you see this face come.
Well, you want to talk about champion? Let's talk about the 568-pound, maybe 600-pound by the time the bell rings, Yokozuna.
Yokozuna with Lex Luger.
You know, when I think of Yokozuna as being the WWE champion at the time, he was very believable. As a matter of fact, he was so believable, you think, who's going to beat somebody like Yokozuna?
I would watch him night after night going in with The Undertaker. The Undertaker towered over and outpowered everybody else on the roster but Yokozuna.
When you look at him, you see no pity, you see no fear, and you see no compassion.
You can buy that this guy could potentially beat the shit out of The Undertaker.
We had really great chemistry together. It was magic, man. He knew what he had to do to get you over. And he knew how to work his gimmick. I mean, when he dropped the leg on you, it looked like it would just cave your head in.
The Undertaker built this casket himself. What I think he's just done over himself. That's a large house. Weighing 568 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Yokozuna!
Yokozuna's going up! The Hitman Gridiron is not moving! This is it! Wait a minute, he's losing his balance! He just lost his balance on the rope! What? Yokozuna! He's hit his balance! He hit his hand! 2, 3! No! We have a new champion! No way!
There's always a heartbreak that comes with losing the title. It hurts a little bit, I think, and if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you. You know, you're not taking the business serious enough. You know, I don't care what anyone says. I know every time I ever lost a world title, it hurt. Like it was always more real than people think. But for Yoko, when he was champion, he was at his absolute best. He was a total pro.
When you think about it, what monster heel in WWE history ever held the championship that long? In the modern WWE era, Yokozuna is the only heel in that period of time that not only kept the belt, but was dominant.
And I think that there would have been many more other WrestleManias, but the question was, could he keep up?
Mr. Fuji, let me ask you, how much is Yokozuna weighing right now?
569.5 pounds.
There was a point where you just started to notice that Yokozuna was getting bigger.
Are you concerned at all about his cardiovascular conditioning?
No. He's in excellent shape.
Then you started to see he's a step behind in the ring. He's a little bit slower.
My God, I think he's getting bigger. Either that or that fabric is shrinking.
Then you start to see that he walks back from the ring and has to stop at Gorilla to catch his breath before he can go on beyond that. And then you start watching and going, he's not doing well. Yoko liked food, and the weight issue, it was obvious.
And I could tell that it was affecting his stamina. You could almost feel it. You could feel that it was starting to become a struggle.
So we put him with Owen Hart as a tag team because we knew that Yoko would not be able to perform as a single and be able to perform at the level he did before.
Here we go.
I think Owen enjoyed working with Yoko. But I think Owen knew that he'd have to do the brunt of the work all the time.
He's thinking, hurry up, finish these two cowboys off, and I get a sandwich.
You wouldn't be looking for a sandwich, you'd be looking for a whole buffet.
Because Yoko, he couldn't be the center stage guy that he was before.
What do you like the best about wrestling?
The business itself, in and out of the ring, in front of the crowd.
What's the worst part about wrestling? What do you like hate?
The traveling.
As his size increased, it became increasingly difficult to travel. We had first class seat, but he was so big that he still he couldn't fit in the seats.
So he had to get 2 coach seats and be able to push the thing up in the middle.
One night we were in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and poor Yokozuna went into the bathroom, and he sat on the toilet, and the toilet just came off the wall.
I came around the corner, and we heard this big explosion. I thought someone flushed a hand grenade down the toilet. And I was like I didn't know what to do. He actually cut his butt cheek on some of the broken porcelain. I remember it wasn't any fun.
I remember being exposed to turkey ass with Yoko having a barrel of oil and cooking turkey ass and taking the turkey ass out, dipping it in mayonnaise and eating like 75 turkey ass.
It's hard to tell somebody like, hey, you know, because Yoke's always been big like that. It's hard to tell them, hey, you need to back off.
The first time that I got to meet him, I ended up being the Yoko go-get-it guy. Hey, Mark, go get me a bucket of chicken. What am I gonna say? Yoko, man, you're 600 pounds. You should be around 400. Like I was, you know, eating a half a bucket of chicken myself.
But he got to the point where, you know, we're like, hey, Yoke, dog, man, you know, maybe it's time to lose some weight.
Yeah, we had that conversation. You gotta, you know, focus on yourself right now. It's okay for you to take care of you now, Rod. So please, we want you to concentrate and take care of you now. Rod being Rod, there ain't nothing wrong with me. I can still go. Maybe he was in denial. Maybe. He didn't want to talk about it.
Yokozuna, what do you eat for breakfast?
Let's say more than you do.
I'm sure he was in denial about it.
You must have taken 2 seats in front.
Oh, yeah, every day.
You know, he really wouldn't want to engage in it. You know, everything's fine, everything's gonna be, you know, everything's good.
And what is your current weight?
Right now, I'm 641.
Then we had to send him to like a loading dock where they weighed crates and things like that to weigh him. And that was a slap in the face. That was a big, like, holy, you've got to drop some weight.
That stretcher is never going to support the weight of Yokozuna.
We tried dieting. We tried a workout routine with him on the road. Yoko just didn't do it. So the next step was to take Yoko, and we looked into Duke University. And Duke University had a weight loss program. Yoko didn't want to move to North Carolina or wherever it is that Duke University was. So Yoko said, I'll do the program, but I'll do it at home.
Let's do a lot of shake.
Yoko was off for whatever it was, maybe 3 months, maybe even longer. and came back bigger than ever.
I know that there was a time where he took a break, and I think that's when it got worse, and that's when I really started getting worried about him.
I start to notice, I could be having a conversation with him, and next thing you know, I see he's just, in a deep sleep. Or I notice while we're in the locker room, I'm talking to him, and he nods off, falling asleep.
He was sleeping. One time he scared me, and he's like jumping, like looking for air, and I just went and jumped on him. Hey, he woke you up, and he's cursing me. What the hell happened? You're not breathing. And he come back again, sleep, and he started like choking, looking for air again.
And now you're stuck with, he's gonna die. Please don't do this. Forget about the business. Think of your family and think of you. Rodney, you have to make a change. And if you're not gonna do it, we're willing to do it on our dime. Now you've got to go to Duke. Now you've got to move. You've got to get in the hospital, and you've got to work at this, or else you're going to orphan your children.
Vince tried to send him to Duke. It's been a while, but I want to say that somebody helped him, or he found somebody that would sneak chicken into the center for him to eat. So that didn't work.
And I think Rodney thought he could do it on his own, didn't want the help.
I just want to let everybody know, when the big man comes back, he's going to kill every one of them jabronis out there.
And felt, I'm fine. And he wasn't fine.
Yeah, it was real sad to see because his weight kept increasing, and it was just, he liked to eat, and it has that gene that he just kept growing, man. And, I think he got up like close to 700 pounds. It was just tough, man.
He was such a big dude, like double my girth. I couldn't even imagine that. Not good. Not good.
Yokozuna is known as being a man of action.
There were health concerns on all fronts, and there were certain athletic commission doctors that would take his blood pressure and say, you know what, he's not healthy. He should not be in the ring competing. When he got so big that outsiders are saying, he's not healthy, can't do this, then yeah, that was a problem.
When he left WWE, well, I know he didn't want to stop. But I understand, too, from a business standpoint, from a company, the liability in case something happened to Rodney. I get that, and they wanted to do something so he can take care of himself, physically.
It's my understanding that Vince always had a place for him. When he lost a certain amount of weight, he could come back.
I think that Vince hoped that Yoko would reevaluate and say, I got to do this. I've got to change something. Vince loved Rodney, and Vince looks at Afa and Sika as family and kind of loved Rodney like a son almost.
Rodney was just a great man. He just, had great values. But he just couldn't give it up. Everybody tried to help him. But you have to want to help yourself in situations like that.
He walked away from WWE, and as he came home, and you know, we all go through this. You sit home a couple of weeks, and now it's like, I can't sit home.
It's an adjustment when suddenly you go home and you're no longer around your wrestling buddies, and you're no longer a big deal anymore, and you're not in the big cities anymore. It's really tough to try to be normal.
Yokozuna! And the fans are up with the announcement of Yokozuna, the largest athlete in the sport of professional wrestling. Yokozuna, who's been out of the scene for a little while, but wow, what a massive individual.
To me, what was sad about Yokozuna being in the independents after leaving here was that the myth and the attraction of Yokozuna didn't exist.
Boy, Yokozuna looks like he's gotten even bigger during his time off from the sport.
So for those of us who were friends of his and that really loved him, it was very sad. It was very hard to watch because Yoko became a shell of himself.
Well, we don't have no has-beens here in SCCW. These guys are in their prime.
And for a guy that used to tear the house down, that was just sad to watch.
It would be hard on anybody going from selling out Madison Square Garden or any kind of arena and then working independent shows where you only have 100 people there.
Bonsai! Oh, no! Cincinnati Red, that's it.
I don't think him working in a lower level means that much other than, you know, he felt like he let us down.
And then a sort of depression might have set in.
The weight on his shoulders, like you feel like he let, you know, all of us down. But I can give a about the money. I can give a damn about, you know, celebrity status, or at that point, it was about Rod's health.
That's why it was hard. Because we loved him regardless. He didn't have to prove anything to us.
Brother, why are you here? The reason why I'm here in Las Vegas is to come out here and fulfill everybody's dream, and that is to become a professional wrestler. Anybody out there that's got the heart and the desire.
He couldn't get on the road and go back to WWE at the time, so he taught. And he was taking in people, kids who, you know, didn't have a place to go. And they were living there with him sometimes if they needed a place to stay. He, you know, was mentoring them. You know, he just couldn't see them on the streets, so he took them in. I've always looked up to him for doing something like that for other kids. He's always been like that. I spoke to him when he was in London. He was same old goofy Rod, funny, laughing, excited.
Okay, right now, he's one of the most recognizable stars of the mighty world of wrestling. The big man himself, Yokozuna!
he was happy, man.
Anyways, I just wanted to give a shout out to all my boys back at home.
And, you know, I think for him, it just felt like there was a way out of what's going on.
You heard me? Peace out. Bonsai!
He was doing what he loved, and whether it was in WWE or not. Rod was really passionate about wrestling, and it was his life, and that's all, you know, he loved to do.
He just finished the show. He called home, and then he said he was really, really tired. But it was weird. I guess he had called a couple of people. And I don't know if he knew that he was not well or whatever. But yeah, he just said he was really, really tired. And everybody said, go to sleep.
He called us and just, you know, saying goodnight and
And one of the last things I tell him was, he need to take care of himself. You know, talk about his weight and then, you know, the phone call come. Like 24 hours later, it was.
I remember getting the call from my dad, and he broke down and told me that, you know, Rod passed away. He died in his sleep. I was in shock. We were very close, and that call I'll never forget.
It was devastating. You know, I just dropped the phone.
Just started breaking down, you know, and it was hard, you know, at 12 years old, you know, just.
I wish I was there. Yeah, that's my fault. I told my brother that I was gonna take his son. And I'm sorry, brother, that things didn't go the way that we planned for the good of our kids.
I had TV, Monday Night Raw, the next day. My mind was all clouded and everything, and, you know, in disbelief that Rodney, you know, passed away. Just everything went numb to me. My body was there, but my mind was not there.
I showed up to the arena and I saw a bunch of the boys crying, and I was like, what's going on? Like, you know, and they was like, hey man, Yoke passed today. And I was just like, just broke down, just.
I was just devastated. It was tough. It was tough on all of us. He's a good dude, man.
That's a brother. That's a brother. It's like, man, why we have to lose people like that?
I think there was probably a sense of a sadness and frustration over the fact that what could we have done to have changed that and allowed that not to happen? Could we have given him more encouragement, or could I have been a better friend to him and called him up once in a while?
Yoko was too young to die, but it was tragic in that Yoko was a larger-than-life character in that he was larger than life, but is what ultimately took him out. And that was sad.
That night when Uncle Alpha put together the Rodney Memorial Show, a lot of Rod's close friends came.
It goes to show you how strong our relationship was, because our WWE schedule was already off the charts, and it was a no-brainer. It was like, oh, yeah, I definitely got to be on that show and go out and do that for Rod and the family.
For Taker to stop what he's doing to go to Allentown, Pennsylvania, it's simply one thing. He loved Rod. That was his brother from another mother.
It was emotional, but it was kind of comforting.
Everybody was just happy to be there. You know, some of us already start drinking Jack Daniels because I know that's what Rod would want, you know? It's like a celebration. All right, we're gonna celebrate.
You can just hear the cheers. Yokozuna.
They're cheering Yoko! Yoko!
It was more of a celebration of his life that night. So it was really nice.
I'm so just happy to share this night here together tonight with y'all. It is my honor to accept this award on behalf of my family, my Uso, and a son of Samoa from the Samoan dynasty, Rodney Angatupu Anoa'i.
When you look at that Samoan legacy, obviously you got Peter Maivia.
High Chief Peter Maivia.
Peter Maivia was a super mega star.
Peter Maivia walks, and the citizens of Samoa just stand in awe.
The grandfather of The Rock.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Then, the Anoa'i family. The godfathers of that are Afa and Sika. In their time, they were it.
Samoan, breaking out.
They have had such an influence and have contributed to the business with their offspring and their offspring's offspring.
Take off, Doubles! Here comes the big dog, Roman Reigns.
But as far as who people remember and who they look at as megastars, Yoko is right up there in that top echelon.
his lasting legacy is how he opened the doors for the newer generation of Polynesian wrestler. Yoko was the one that was able to take it to WrestleMania to championship capacity.
He's our first top guy, first title bearer that held the responsibility in a global product, professional wrestling, sports entertainment ring. He will be the most massive presence that our family ever puts out there.
He'll be remembered as a great worker and a great personality and a great character.
He was probably the most agile,
550 pounds plus on the move.
athletic, big man in the history of wrestling.
Definitely one of the greatest big men ever.
The audience never got to ever know Rodney Anoa'i and the human being behind that. Yoko wasn't Yoko. Yoko was Rodney Anoa'i playing Yoko and doing it very well. But the real man behind that was the Prince.
We love what he became and what he did for the wrestling industry and being an icon and everything, but for us, we miss him as just a loving family member, cousin, uncle, dad.
This was the Yokozuna that people didn't know. Happy-go-lucky, giving, humble. This is the Rodney that's behind the scenes. That I only wish that, one day that, everybody can know the person, the man, the legend, the icon. Rodney Anoa'i, Yokozuna.